Now I request Comrade Sreekumar, President AIPNBOA, to address the gathering.
Comrade Shri Ghosh, Dilip Sahaji, Zonal Manager Shri Mohammad Mastuk Ali Khan, Comrade Ravi Chandran, Circular Shri Krishnamurthy, Uday, Naraya, Shumanji, Patkiji, Venkayaji, Srinivas Rao, and Central Circle President and retired leaders and all my dear friends. Vijayawada Circle is one place where I could attend the Triennial conference in 2016 or 15 and again in 2019, and now this is my third time, 2022. Every time I have witnessed this jubilant and wonderful gathering of the membership under the strong leadership of leaders like former leaders like Madhusudan Rao, Narayaji, and the entire leadership of Vijayawada. This signals the strength, the commitment, and the penetration, the reach the leadership is having amongst its members. Salute to the entire leadership and membership of Vijayawada. After the amalgamation of Oriental Bank of Commerce and United Bank of India and the Punjab National Bank, the biggest challenge in front of our General Secretary was to establish circle units in the newly formed 85 circles, and within no time our leaders, the young officers, were ready to take leadership positions, and in no time we could create the entire committee in the all formed new 85 circles. And second challenge was, unlike other banks which got merged, Oriental Bank of Commerce merged with us has got a different organization of AIPNBOA where they had 100% membership. This zone, Hyderabad, took the lead, and in a minimum time the prudent officers from Oriental Bank of Commerce understood the strength of AIPNBOA as they have joined our fold. 100% of officers from Oriental Bank of Commerce, and this was the only one zone which did it, and with the momentum which happened in these two particularly in these Telugu speaking states, we could achieve as on date 85% of membership from Oriental Bank of Commerce officers. This was the feat which we achieved with the support of these two Telugu speaking states. And among the mergers took place, if we talk about the integration of HR, we had a smooth HR integration. We never differentiated officers from this bank, that bank, at least up to scale 4 level. We had that flexibility, we were that volatile, and we accepted each one among. And there was a smooth merger of smooth HR integration. But if you remember, the simplest software, HRMS, it took 1 year to stabilize. There was absolutely no issue with practical HR integration, but the software took 1 year. And HRMS is a very simple software. If you talk about CBS, if you talk about the server capacity, if you talk about PNB1, there is no need to explain how it functions. How long our officers were forced to sit in the branches. Leave it apart. It is part of technology. But our local management people make it more complicated by putting DAM checks. In fact, it is not DAM check. They are deleting your user ID itself. You are unable to do the DAM. Our MD talks about staff happiness. I couldn't understand what your state secretary spoke in Telugu, but I could understand that he was talking truth and you were really listening to that. If you talk about staff happiness, our MD always speaks on staff happiness. and says that in any organization, if people are happy, that organization will develop. This is a simple funda. But do you think our officers are happy sitting till 7:30 or 7 o'clock? And circular gives messages. Before doing day, you talk to circular on every quarter. Whether this gives happiness to our officers. And if you ask leave, they will put 100 questions on you. When I say management, it is not alone about zonal managers and circular. People working in branches also do this. Our own people do not treat your second man, your third man with dignity. We need to introspect how you can behave properly, how you can treat, respect people and bring in all-round growth. This is what we need to introspect in today's state. If you do this, bank will become number one, our organization will also flourish. There will be a feeling of togetherness and it will do wonders in our life. It will do wonders in the business of the bank. Management, again I say, management is not alone part of your career. Management is part of your life also. When you reach your family, your spouse, your children also knowing your boss nature. My children, my wife know the name of my circle head. It is common. If you treat your officers with rudeness, the family will also know that you are having a wrong boss. So this is happening at least in somewhere. We need to introspect. And these are the challenges which we face inside our organization, within our institution. And we also face a lot of threat from the government as well. After 2014, the NDA government came. Since then, we are fighting in the road. We are fighting in the streets. We have launched a campaign, Bank Bachao, Desh Bachao. And it is only because of the trade unions in the banking industry, it is only because of AI. The threat is there. Anything can happen anytime. Banking sector is a totally different industry if you compare with other sectors. This is one industry which employs almost 7 unions or something like. Even media report you as hostile trade unions. We are such organized. If we give call of a strike, the industry will paralyze. I don't think any organization in state government, central government, railways, it functions. But if the trade unions in the banking industry give a call, the entire industry paralyzes. In earlier days, we used to give calls for agitation and strike was the last resort. We could achieve everything. But in today's world, that doesn't happen. Not only the physical agitation, the street demonstration, it has a limitation. You also need to do your agitation in social media. We have, under the leadership of Comrade Saudi Detta, we have launched an agitation social media campaign of Bank Bachao, Desh Bachao. We will be taking 1 minute of Comrade Vijayawada, who is our social media convener. He will be telling you how to do this campaign through Facebook Live. As a prerequisite, keep downloading Facebook Live now itself so that he will explain to you how you can do that campaign. But now you start downloading this Facebook Live, within 10 minutes, we will give 2 minutes to Comrade Vijayawada and we will do it live here. How to do a Facebook campaign. And with the strength of this unity, with this organized capacity only, we were able to achieve a very reasonable wage settlement in 2020, which was signed in 2020 November, when the entire country was hit by COVID. It was only because of the strength and unity we had in UFPU. And now, again, it is due for the next round of wage settlement. And our General Secretary, Comrade Dilip Sahaji, has been entrusted the job by all the senior leaders as the chairman of the committee which is preparing the Charter of Demand. It is getting ready, and if time permits, it will be premature to say something on that, but if time permits, Dilip sir may be explaining how we will be going about it. And with this I will stop saying that this leadership of Vijayawada has always been doing wonderful. The newly elected team will be having a very satisfying and successful tenure. There won't be any threat, there won't be any wrong treatment by the management. As your circle had said, they never want you to work on holidays. They never want you to work for extended hours. And he also said that this particular circle is a very performing circle. If a circle is performing, why do you want to keep the officers late night? Why do you want to keep day and shift in the CBS? So, I wish the entire leadership of this state, including Vijay Vaishak Pattanam, a very successful tenure. Thank you so much.